We'll nominate you.
That's why I
Order. I apologize. I didn't have to do that. English. Help us volunteer. We appreciate it. I think we can dispense with the introduction of board members, staff, and guests. Already done that. We do have a form to go through. Okay. Action item, go to item number 2, approval of minutes. Copies enclosed in your packet, executive committee of VO. Made a motion to approve.
Second.
Barb seconds that motion. Any additions or corrections to the minutes? All in favor, signify by aye. Anyone opposed? That motion carries.
BGWIB, full board. Our minutes are in the packet. Motion approved. Matt, second from here. Any discussion? Motion move forward.
Item B, under number 2, for action item, approval of finance reports for May, June, and July, and August. Then by Colin, copies are enclosed in the packet. We have joint approval requirements.
Yes.
Judge, how it is. Everybody been with college. Does everybody have a chance? We did financial committee. Financial report.
Colin, do you understand about this?
Sure. I was going to ask because we've got 4 reports. So the June report includes is a cumulative report. That includes May. Like I wondered if you wanted me to just run over the June because that's the end of our fiscal year, and then if you want me to do August for the first 2 months of this one. Maybe straight that way. Catch you up on how we ended. So, so June 2024, at the end of the year, we were 88% expended on our overall budget. We were 92% expended on the prior year, so we came in under budget. Our admin was 78%. We were 100% the prior year. Our adult expenditures was at 69%. We were 100% the prior year. Dissipated worker was at 68%. And we were 44% the prior year. And then our youth expenditures were at 80%. And then we had covered our work experience requirements for which is the 20% of all youth funds that's still for work experience. So we covered that. So overall, 88% on the prior year, the fiscal year 24. We were 80% expended on the budget, and we had a good carryover to take us into 25. Anybody has a question about June?
That's the end of the fiscal year.
Yes,
July.
that's end of fiscal year 24, and then we've had July and August.
So for the record, you want to vote on Megan's, yes, can we do that?
We can just vote on them all at once. You said I've heard them all at once. Still.
Okay.
Yeah, except I think they'll all together.
Okay.
So we need to talk about August real quick.
Yeah, let's look at August.
Yes. So in August, and keep in mind at the end of this August report, it does list the grant balances sheet, so you can see all the different program grants that we have and their current balances on the far right side. But the first page of the August report has all the charts. At the end of August, we were 16% expended on the budget. We were 12% the prior year. Our admin was at 12%, just a 5% reduction from where we were in the prior year. Our adult expenditures were 22% compared to 11% the prior year. As you remember, we were low on adult funds last year. Our dissipated workers at 12% through August. And then our youth is at 14%. And we've done 3% of our youth program work experience so far this year. And we've also, at the bottom here, you can see our current DSP invoices. That's tied to the DSP. We had June, July, and the August invoices have been received. They've all been paid as of September 19th. And we're working on getting the August one out this week, pending a transfer that we've waited for. We're waiting on. We submitted a transfer to get the rest of our adult funds so that we can finish that one.
Thank you so much for that comment.
Yes, sir. So if anybody has any questions about August, this is where we stand. We're at 16% on the overall budget. And, happy to answer.
Anybody have any questions? Colin? We vote all together. Entertain a motion to approve the reports as Colin has provided.
I make a motion we approve the financial reports for May, June, July, and August.
We have a motion to go to the bottom. Second.
Correct. On this one.
Okay, I'll second.
We got a second and a third.
And the first. All in support. Any questions or comments? Any comments? All in favor of the motion, signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Item C, approval of budget fiscal year 25. With or excuse me, legal and with. Okay.
So, the so it is inside of the each of the August and July reports, but that was all you're using.
Yeah.
Okay. So just your 25 budget. Now I do believe we already did have that approved at the last meeting.
So we have to get
there's an update just between then and now to that, to just change some of the individual items inside of the direct service provider costs within that. So that was FWIS, they sent back to us that actually we need to make some adjustments so that we did not increase their amount, but we had them readjust how they want to spend their individual line items for the rest of this year. So that's the big difference between the last time we presented this and now. But basically what we've got is a total budget of $4.1 million, 4.15. And if you look down there's 4 different columns. We have the admin, adult, dissipated worker, and youth. The budgeted line item there is on the right side. And overall, we've budgeted to spend $3.27 million in a year with an estimated carryover of about $8 million or $800,000. That helps us to just keep hitting the ground running next summer. Anybody has any specific questions about what's going on here, please let me know. We did get our adult and dissipated worker PY grants, which is smaller than the bigger grant we're going to get in the fall. And then we also got our youth as well. And that youth was greater than we got last year, which is awesome. So does anyone want me to explain anything specific on this budget?
Maybe what's going to address all regarding the budget.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I thought you were talking to them. Yes, you all need to reappraise. And it needs to be separate.
Yes.
Leo, motion to approve the budget of all of it. Wes made that motion, second. Seconded. Any questions, any additions, or any other questions for Colin? All in favor, signify by aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, looking for a motion for the BGWIB. I've approved Collins' budget. That, thank you. Second. The second up here. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. We're good to go. Thank you, Colin.
Fiscal agent designation process. Item D, number 2, action item 15.
You can either approve the bids and approve the, whereas that is a fiscal agent again, or you would have to do a 90-day extension contract where it was part of the out. So the old contract is in your packet so that y'all had something to reference. I choose not to answer that. I can't answer.
Okay. Any discussion? Have, want to make a motion? Take the action, if we said.
To approve the bluegrass ad as a fiscal agent for the WIB program. Or you would have to say that there would be an extension for 90 days for an RFP to go out for the bluegrass ad is no longer the fiscal agent for the WIB.
I'll ask for a motion to approve the bluegrass ad this way. Make that motion. Second.
Okay.
Bottom second, that motion. Everybody understand what we're doing? I can ask for that.
Yeah.
All in favor of the motion, signify by aye. Aye. Anyone opposed to that? Motion carries. Okay. Next is item E, approval of maintaining hybrid meetings for all meetings except the joint meeting / training, which continues to be in person only. We separate approval for that. Okay. Leo, between a motion to approve. Continue process. Does Webb make that motion?
Second.
Bottom second. Questions, comments, as I understand what we're doing.
Same process in this last year.
Yes.
All in favor of the motion, signify by aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? We are approved.
For the BGWIB, same question. Hybrid meetings. Matt? Debbie? I got 1 or 2. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Item F, we need to create a steering committee for direct service provider and one-stop operator, RFP. We have to have an uneven number of committee members. Three of one and 2 of the other, or one and 2 of the other, how do we want to do that?
You like 2 Leos, 3 mid members, 1 Leo. It has to be uneven because the TSP and the one-stop operator contract has to be put back out this year, and we need a steering committee for that. When we get those from this, so that's just what they do.
So the responsibility of the committee would be
To take the next DSP,
Which
and one stop
You
operator.
want me to?
Yes.
Okay, you would essentially be reviewing and approving the proposal that's going to be submitted out there for the RFP to make sure that it covers everything. So we would actually write it, you guys would just review it and make sure that you believe it includes everything that needs to be included. And then when the proposals come in, the steering committee would come together and review the proposals and rank them to decide who the.
for each group. Add staff to it, or
Board staff.
board staff would take care of actually advertising.
Yes, we
Yes,
handle all
yes,
of that.
we
You
take care
guys just come together to review in like a meeting. I'm sorry?
Identify.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, if you can identify people who are interested in being on the steering
And it
committee.
just needs to be an odd number. So like if you want to
I
do,
would suggest 3 people.
okay,
uh,
Steering committee. Just probably Leo. Can't get it to work.
Okay. I need volunteer from one to the other. Volunteer. Okay. Entertain a motion for Bobby being our representative to the one board. Make motion, give a second. Everybody understands what to do. On favor, signify by aye. Opposed? We have one member.
Good one.
Volunteer John.
And then you can volunteer, Ollie.
See that was.
Looking actually, he agreed. Visually. So, Matt and I. So, does anybody want to jump on? I'll check this out. So it looks like Matt and myself are the select for the clear. Motion to approve Matt and myself. Second. Got one. And all in favor? That's our hearing.
Item G is the last under action item, approval of virtual platform. Video and with separately. Have recommendations.
We do, we are virtual. Me and Roby had researched several. We're looking for a platform that we can do online job fairs, and youth summits and economic development summits and things like that. The other databases and things that we had looked at was like per person and all that. On this one, we are virtual. Technically in here it says 17.8, but if you do a 2-year contract, it's 13.5 per year. And that's unlimited, right? This helps us create our virtual career center, gets our virtual job fairs. During the winter season, there's not job fairs, right? Because people don't come in. But you can do a virtual one, right? And it'll work. So that's what it is. The information's in there, but as far as a recommendation, we are virtual for a 2-year contract.
The recommendation is to
The only can you cover those funds? Yes, we had talked to Marco about it. So just in case if not, you just pull it out and put it in the book.
either approve that separately. I'll entertain a motion to set the recommendation of staff premier virtual. Premier virtual. For 2-year contract. 2-year contract.
Similar.
Okay, make a motion. With a second. I understand what we're doing and why we're doing.
Which platform are you on? Premier virtual.
Oh, no, it'll be that annual one. And it's 13.5. And it's
Any other questions? All in favor? Leo?
Same question for the Lynn, the career virtual approval, looking for a motion to approve.
I'll say.
All right, we got, let's give it to somebody else. Yeah, just, well, both of you raise your hand at the same time. We got a second and a third. All in favor? Aye. That motion carries. And I think we have to go back to the appointment. You have to get good. I can. Yes, sir. I do that both. Would they give me both rights? Squatters rights. Yeah. I'll be in your office when you get there.
Just tell them you have a personal relationship.
Depends on politics, I'll just stay in your office. Take his day.
Yeah.
You can say through there, no roads, the streets before I get through there.
I'll do not bad. We can come to there. Thank you for taking your hospitality and for sales.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
still going on with our meeting. We've got informational items. It's probably the fun part of the business meeting, right? We've got interlocal agreement review.
And this is for the Leos. In the packet, you'll find the interlocal agreement. This will have to be redone at 6/30/2025. We've given it to you all, so we all can start looking at it and see if there's anything that you want to change or anything like that. Stacy Lee. Yep, I was going to say Stacy would not need to change anything. The interlocal agreement it lays down the groundwork. A lot of people call the bylaws or something like that. But it's been 1500 and the mayor's office to say, we're going to let the executive committee take care of this. We're going to do this if something happens. In the interlocal agreement, it talks about the fact that if there's just allowed calls, about 17. Very important if you want to do this. Right. And we have our next meeting is in December, right, for the Leos. So we'll start discussing it in the short meetings, just there to lay groundwork for us.
We know the date for the December meeting.
Yes, we do. Just a minute.
Yes.
What is
That does not work.
12/8.
That's not
So that's what that is.
Okay. You're still up with
Yep.
workforce update. You're in the report.
On that BGWIB.us website that we had pulled up earlier, the year-end report is done. I'll send it out to all of you all. But I want y'all to really get used to going in there. That's all it is. Right? That's where success stories are and all that. So, but it's completed. It's down in the document.
Okay, you got Kevin talking about state monitoring.
So the state monitoring was done on April 9th. We just received, right before we went to settle with the monitoring report, the 16th. There were a couple findings for the program, which was very small, it was procedural things with follow-up, and we've already addressed that with the direct service providers. There are some findings financially, and for the total of $41.70 of this vote.
Travel was,
$41.70.
and what those come from is we overpaid someone a half hour, right? $6. A work
Work experience was
person,
okay by
and then we had a travel that had the wrong cent total in it. Like it should have been, they had 53, which was what the previous quarter was, but it should have been 46 cents.
I remember getting the cash door. I think all offices you have it, right? If there's a couple bucks.
And that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, Jeremy's going to give us an update on this UR program, which is
Sure.
one of the things I really like.
So the VR program has been going very well, and we've actually been able to add 22 new simulations over the summer. They added pipe fitting. There's a lot in the construction field. There's actually a financial one, Colin. So I want you to come check that one out. They put a big emphasis on adding more simulations. They got rid of some of the old stuff that they didn't really use anymore. The focus is on career exploration being the 5 to 7 minute simulations of real hands-on stuff rather than the 20-minute, how to wash your hands. They've done a lot with healthcare. There's about 7 simulations that are under healthcare now. You can learn to do an IV. You can do an EKG, X-rays, all kinds of neat stuff. The other thing that they've added is they've added 14 simulations in Spanish, so we're now able to do English as well as Spanish. just continuing to try to get out to all the areas that we can. And my goal is to hit all 17 counties, and we're already well on our way. So if we haven't been out to your county, then reach out to me and we'll figure out a way to get there. That's about it. We have 5.
You get your case in?
We've not got the case in. I've run into a little trouble with that, but we're still working on it.
Just prove that we got everybody together. Then you can look at getting more than 5. Yes. In the near future, is 5 minutes to left.
I agree.
That it?
That's it.
Anybody got questions? You haven't seen this set up. It's a treat. You invite everybody out to wherever you're at, but you got to play.
Yeah,
Judge. Watch adults play with this stuff.
Now, and we had some places we went to, and it's like an employee engagement thing.
Yep.
Where, they all they get pizza and all get together and do it. And it's bonding.
Judge Steele and Judge Bottom have both had us out to their regular meetings to do that, and we've had a lot of fun doing that. So.
On video.
Yep, and we can do that. We can Chromecast it and put it on the screen. So. No problem.
We've got Todd jumping in to talk about the next student item. Yeah, there's 5 people there, many counts and many paths.
I can do it all. So I'll cover Jennifer's drug clerk provider report first. One thing I will note is right now we are up to 15 staff that we have working in Ferguson. We've got 2 talent development specialists at every office. The Putting Young Kentucky's First Initiative, we've got 1 case management Angela that's just started with that, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. But we've got the office covered, and that's part of that outreach that Tim talked about earlier. We're really trying to hit all the counties and make sure that we've got a presence in all 17 counties. That way, it's not just somebody has to come in for service. We've got office hours at every public library where we don't have a bricks and mortar location. So at least 1 time a month, somebody from the prison will be out in each of the counties to listen on office hours at the library just to make ourselves available. So we're back to a good level of staff. Under that, you see the enrollments in August, they had 14 enrollments. So far this year, we've enrolled 44 total. That's 36 adults, 4 dislocated workers, 1 trade and free. That's a big number for it to already be set up. We've tried to, make sure that we're putting focus on quality and that we're helping individuals that want our assistance. But that 44 number is already a pretty large number for it to just be set up. You can see all the outreach there. I'm not going to go through all of those. But the Putting Young Kentucky's First Initiative there to the right. So this is youth legislative funds that are basically put out there to help 18 to 24-year-olds who are not looking at post-secondary education. These are 18 to 24-year-olds that are on graduating. They start entering the workforce. So Angela is going to be focused on working with those JAG programs and identifying, leaning on them to identify students within their schools that are not looking at post-secondary, that are looking to enter the workforce. And that's what this initiative is aimed at doing. So we'll be leaning on partnerships with employers, look for direct hire opportunities. But that's a new program that we've kicked off, and Angela is the first one that we've hired. But it's, again, geared for 18 and 24-year-olds that are looking to just enter the workforce, not looking to go post-secondary. On the back page, you can see the job fairs and events that we had there in August. Our business service team, Cameron and Alicia, are always busy. You can see all the different employer meetings that they had during the month of August. And then the success stories. We always include a couple of these success stories, just so you guys know, like, this is actually what we're doing. This is the bulk of what we do. And I just mentioned Angela. Angela actually came to us through the work experience program. So, she worked with the Therapist Career Center, expressing interest in that youth position. And so we actually hired Angela. Also, she's working for us now. We're taking the initiative. But I encourage you to read these. I'm not going to take her advice time. But, this is where all the work is really done. This is where everything's supposed to be as far as service team does, and some other sort of stuff. When you get the time, absolutely check this out, because that's where the work is going. Anybody have any questions about the direct service provider report? All right, I'll move on to my one-stop operator report for August. Foot traffic has been and continues to be, fairly high, and that's direct result of our Lexington location. I mean, Connie's fault. So, sadly, we're seeing a large number of walk-ins, every month, every week. But the big number there that you'll see below that 211 referrals. These are referrals that are coming into the WIO program. So these are back to numbers that we saw, back in 2022, 2021. That's 211 individuals that are looking for, most of the time, some sort of funded service. They're looking for training. They're looking for an internship. And as you can imagine, that's just 1 month. We've got to put a priority on helping individuals that actually need the help. We don't have enough funds to serve 200 individuals. So the case managers that do the work each day, it's their job to help determine, does this person really just need a job? Is the training going to be beneficial to help them? So that's the number of folks that we're seeing come through those doors that are looking for these development. So when you think about what they do day to day, it's really putting a premium on working with people that need our assistance and have some skin in the game. Because it's not an entitlement program. You have to be willing to work with us, and you have to have needs of that. But those numbers have just continued to increase every month. We have a couple business service meetings that are truly business service meetings that always organizes. Several VR and hiring events there in August. We didn't have any community resource and business events, but I say this every time we present this report. If you have a business or a community partner or something that you want to highlight in your community, get with Stacy, and I'll be glad to hop on and do a recording that we can put out on social media to kind of get the word out, like hiring events that are hiring for any community events. So if there's something going on in your community that you'd like to highlight, reach out to Stacy. I'll be glad to get on and do an interview with him to kind of get the word out. Other than that, I'll take questions on that. You're welcome. Thank you all.
Thank you so much. I'll be happy to be here soon. We got Tiffany back on deck here with timelines.
Just update on the next WIB executive committee meeting is 11/6. The WIB finance committee meeting is on 12/4, and the WIB full board is on 12/4. Y'all gonna have a busy day that day. Yep. And then the Leo Executive Committee is 12/18. Just a reminder, read your interlocal agreement. Spring setup in March is in Myrtle Beach this year. If any of the Leos would like to attend, and then we'll be probably reaching out to do a little survey thing because the local and regional plan will be due 6:30. That's it. No.
Let me promote seven for you guys. It's a great time, learn a lot, and you get to have fellowship with teammates.
Can I take them to that?
Please.
Yeah. So my name is Amy Glassbrook, and I'm the Senate Rep for the state of Kentucky. And Sean was saying the Southeastern Employment and Training Association, and it really focuses on the WIBs, but it also focuses on career workforce as a whole. It is made up of 8 southeastern states, but there's usually about 20 states that attend. It's very beneficial. A lot of the other states have some of their local judges that attend as well as the WIB members. So I highly encourage you, for those of you that attended that are board members, and Dolly and Debbie, it's really a good opportunity for you to sit in some of these sessions and truly learn about WIOA and everything that it's done. I know it did for me. It was my professional development for the last 20 years. So if it's an opportunity that you all can do, I highly encourage it. It's a great way to network, especially with the Department of Labor. If you ever want to get connected with them, instead of more connected with the Department of Labor than you've ever been. They did 5 sessions this year. They had a fireside chat with all the members and board chairs. And then they had a plenary session on Tuesday morning. And they do get out, network, want to talk to you at all the dinners and all that sort of thing. So, I sat there myself this last week and talked to one of the Department of Labor representatives, just was wanting to know what we're doing in our area. So if you all can go, definitely.
Definitely, I would be an advocate for selling on that. And it doesn't hurt that it's in Myrtle Beach. Right? And the last one was in Savannah, Georgia.
Right.
Next.
Great.
And 2026 will be a little.
Fall of 2026.
Fall of 2026, it'll be in Louisville, and then it'll be in Florida, I guess that's spring.
So, yeah, you guys can make it. With that, I think, unless someone has something they want to add to our conversation today, let's look for a motion to adjourn. That's all involved. Motion to adjourn. Got one here, and a second, third, we're good to go. You guys, motion carried. Thank you guys for being here.